it's a great day. We got people in this department, in this building today that was, almost chartered members. Gene Rumsey be here. He was one of our biggest presidents. We got secretaries, we got treasurers of our department that brought us where we are today. For 70 years, this is who brought the volunteers this far. We just got to carry the condition right on further.
How long have you been involved in fire and rescue in Spotsylvania?
Since 1972. I joined April 4th, 1972. I was a paid man for 35 years, stayed on as a volunteer, and now I'm a chief of the volunteer. It hasn't been but 6 chiefs of the volunteer organization, and the 2 of them, only 2 living, and myself and Taylor, Stuart Taylor, who is here today, is the only 2 chiefs that are living.
Boy, but the fact you and others' commitment to this, you could have easily said, "I want to retire," and but you're now doing it as a volunteer.
I love it, helping people. That's what it's about. Always helping people.
And that's the theme really of this whole department.
Oh yeah. This department right here, Spotsylvania Volunteer Fire Department, wants to give back to the community and ask that the community disrespect each other. It don't make no difference what race you are, what height you are, what weight you are. Just respect each other, and that's what Spotsylvania Volunteer Fire Department builds its foundation on.
And that's why it's so important when people see when there are the collections.
Right.
Remember that.
Drop $1. If every person dropped $1, that's how we buy equipment, how we still become volunteers.
And the equipment, boy, that's changed over the years.
You see the pictures we have over there of the Studebaker cars and stuff like that. And, we come a long way. Because we come a long way. I had one of the old firemen, he said, "I tell you the truth, Chief, I'm so proud of this. We're not burying nobody, we're just having a good time."
How did you get involved in the whole fire and rescue?
Well, one of the gentlemen needed volunteers, and he asked me, "How about joining?" I said, "I don't know." Then I decided, I do want to join. I joined. I went through a bunch of training, loved it, and I just never give up. Once it's in your blood, it's always in your blood.
Families give just as much as the firefighters do, because they have to give their time away from their fathers, wives, and husbands and daughters for them to be able to volunteer and to give the time to the community.
Well, that's a great point, too, that we often forget that it's not just the person who's actually volunteering, but it is the family.
Exactly. They give just as much as we do. They have to sacrifice the missed dinners, the missed lunches, the missed Little League games and everything that they have to give time to train and to be ready to serve the community and answer the call.
Well, and that's what you've been doing here for 70 years and doing it well.
Yeah, 70 years ago there was a fire that struck a barn just up the road here from where the station is now, just where you get to the light on 208 at Cortland. And the owner of that barn was the one that founded this department, and 70 years ago, and we've been going at it. It's not just our birthday; it's the birthday of the fire service in Spotsylvania County. We started it, but as many have came behind us, and different agencies, and a career agency has come behind us, and it's all of our birthday. It's a celebration of fire service and EMS service in the county as well.
Well, and you take a look at the equipment that you have parked out front. That's impressive.
Oh yeah, we do have some state-of-the-art equipment. Long ways away from where we started. We started with equipment that was donated. First truck was donated by the railroad for us. We had a 47 Studebaker. There's some pictures hanging in the station here of that 47 Studebaker. That was one of our very first trucks, and now to think, that we have multi-million-dollar pieces of apparatus here to serve the community every day is a great showing of how far we've came.
Chief, how did you get involved? What made you decide you wanted to do this?
I'm a multi-generation firefighter. My father came before me. So I joined in August of 1995. So this year will be my 22nd year, and with Spotsylvania Volunteer Fire Department, and we've come a long way since I started, and that's how I got started. It's in the blood.
Well, and it's important to remember when you do the fundraising drives during the course of a year for county residents to give, because you never know.
Yes, we use that money mainly to train, and to buy the next state-of-the-art equipment. You never know what kind of emergency that we're going to come across and what we're going to need. So we try to make sure everybody has the most state-of-the-art piece of equipment ready to use in case of any emergency.